All right, let's dive right in. We're going to forget all the futuristic hype for a minute and talk about AI tools you can actually use today. Think of this as us, together, building out your very own personal AI tool belt. Let's just start right here, because this quote cuts through all the noise. There's this big fear, right? Is AI going to take my job? Well, the real story is probably not. What's far more likely is that someone who knows how to use these AI tools will. So you see, this isn't a threat, it's a massive opportunity. And that's what we're here to do, show you how to seize it. So let's get practical and really lean into this idea of a tool belt. Don't picture some impossibly complex software. Just picture a simple tool belt. Every one of these AI apps is just a tool for a specific job. A hammer, a screwdriver, you get the idea. The real magic happens when you know exactly which tool to grab for the right task. Okay, first up, the Creator's Toolkit. Now, this is where AI really starts to feel like actual magic. We're talking about taking a simple idea in your head and, poof, turning it into a script, a logo, even a complete soundtrack. We've all been there, right? Staring at a blank page, the cursor just blinking, it can be pretty daunting. But imagine if you had an expert assistant for every single creative step. Well, that's exactly what these tools are. They're like a bridge that helps you get from your imagination to a finished product, and they do it almost instantly. And here's the crucial thing. There's a specialized tool for pretty much any creative need you can think of. For text, you've got ChatGPT. For absolutely stunning images, there's Midjourney. Need a voiceover? 11 Labs can create a voice that sounds completely human. Mubert AI can generate royalty-free music on demand. You can even use tools like DID to take a still photo and make it talk to match your audio. It's basically a full production studio sitting right at your fingertips. What's really fascinating here is just how quickly this space is specializing. I mean, think of it this way. Midjourney is like the master artist. It creates these beautiful, high-quality artistic visuals. Stable Diffusion, on the other hand, is for the tinkerer, the person who wants to get under the hood and customize everything. And then there's Adobe Firefly, which is built for the working professional, plugging AI directly into the tools you already know, like Photoshop. Now, this is where things get really powerful. See, these aren't just standalone gadgets. They're designed to work together in a chain. For example, you can use ChatGPT to help you write a perfect, super detailed prompt for an image. Then you can take that prompt and feed it into Midjourney to get a stunning visual. And you don't have to stop there. You can take that amazing image and bring it to life with a tool like Layapix, turning it into a short, dynamic video. It's a whole new kind of creative assembly line. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about the developer's toolkit. Because AI isn't just for art and text, it's absolutely revolutionizing how we write code and even build entire applications from the ground up. So when it comes to coding, you've kind of got two different flavors of assistance. On one hand, you've got something like Find.com, which is honestly like having a computer science professor on call 24/7. You can ask it really complex questions and get these super detailed referenced answers. On the other hand, there's Codium. Think of this one more like a tireless pair programmer, sitting right there with you, offering up brilliant autocomplete suggestions right inside your code editor. And the scope of what you can do here is just incredible. With a tool like Mixo, you can literally describe an idea in one sentence and get a functional startup landing page. Or with something like Pico, you can build a complete app. I'm talking the user interface, the back-end logic, the whole shebang. The barrier to bringing a digital idea to life is just getting lower and lower every single day. And finally, let's look at the productivity power-ups. This is the part of the tool belt that's for pretty much everyone. It's all about automating those boring, mundane tasks that drain our time and energy so we can all focus on the stuff that actually matters. Just think about your average workday for a second. How much of your time is spent on just cognitive overhead? Reading through long documents, trying to turn your messy notes into something coherent, or just weighing the pros and cons of a decision. These are exactly the kinds of tasks that AI is perfectly suited to handle for you. This quote just perfectly captures the dream, doesn't it? I mean, an AI project manager that understands the context of all your work and can just automatically put together a summary. We're not there just yet, but the tools we're about to see are definitely the building blocks to get us there. Okay, so take a look at this automation suite. Chat PDF lets you upload a document and literally just start asking it questions. Notion AI can instantly turn your rough, jumbled notes into a polished email. Gamma can generate an entire presentation from a single prompt. Then you've got tools like Bardeen for automating repetitive browser tasks, and Rationale for helping you make complex decisions. Each and every one of these is just a massive time saver.
Now we're getting into something that feels truly futuristic, autonomous agents. And this is a really crucial concept to understand. It's the next step beyond just asking an AI a question. Here, you give the AI a goal, and it figures out all the steps to achieve it, all on its own.
So how does this actually work in practice? Well, you give it a high-level goal, something like research the top electric cars of 2023 and create a summary. The agent then thinks and makes a plan. Then it acts. It starts searching the web, reading articles, whatever it needs to do. Then it learns from what it found, and then it just repeats that process, thinking, acting, and learning, refining its own approach over and over until the goal is complete. It's this incredibly powerful loop.
So, we've looked at tools for creating, for coding, and for just boosting our everyday productivity. We have filled the tool belt. But the most important element in all of this, it isn't the AI itself. And that is the real takeaway here. These tools are incredible force multipliers, for sure. But they don't have ideas, they don't have goals, they don't have passion. They're simply instruments waiting to be played. The real power gets unlocked when your creativity and your curiosity are the things directing what the AI builds.
So we'll end with this question. The tool belt is on the table. It's filled with these amazing instruments of creation, development, and productivity. The only question that's left is, what are you going to build with them?